Hey everyone, today I've got something exciting to show you, the brand new Find X9 Ultra. I actually took a quick look at it earlier this afternoon, but the demo unit only arrived today, so now we can go through it properly together. Interestingly, the official notes said it could be opened at 9:30 this morning, so this feels a little like a delayed first look. Right away, the packaging stands out. It's noticeably different this time and gives off a much more premium vibe. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our exciting tech content.
As soon as you lift the lid, you're greeted with a message that feels pretty ceremonial, paying tribute to the fearless spirit of exploration, dedicated to every explorer of the Earth. It really sets the tone. There's also expected to be an Earth Explorer photographer set version this time, which sounds pretty interesting. I'll set the phone aside for a moment and check out the accessories first. Inside, you still get an A-port charger along with a data cable. Now, taking a look at the case, the quality here is impressive. It feels solid and the texture closely matches the back of the phone, which is a nice touch. All right, now let's focus on the phone itself. The unit I have is in the Earth Explorer color, which is the same version you'll see in stores. The finish comes across as a dark green mixed with a gunmetal gray tone. It's not the orange and black combo you might expect. The sides are kept in a clean, solid color. One thing that immediately catches the eye is the orange camera button, which adds a bit of contrast. Around the lens, there's a decorative ring that clearly nods to Hasselblad cameras, giving it that photography-inspired design. Personally, one of the best things here is how smooth the frame feels. The vegan leather back is also very sleek and comfortable, and honestly, it still feels good even if you decide to use a case. The camera bump isn't overly thick either, which is nice. Looking from the side, you'll notice the rear microphone placement. It's now positioned on the side. On the previous X8 Ultra, it seemed to be integrated within the lens module, but here you can clearly spot it externally. In terms of handling, it doesn't feel as big as you might expect. For me, with a 6.82-inch display, it's actually quite comfortable to hold. Overall, the in-hand feel is very similar to the previous Ultra generation, so if you like that, you'll feel right at home.
The camera module doesn't stick out too much either, and it features a nice knurled finish that adds a bit of grip and style. This time around, the camera button also comes with haptic feedback when you press it. It feels very similar to the 0916, likely using the same bionic vibration motor, and honestly, the vibration response reminds me a lot of the previous generation. When it comes to colors, I personally think they've done a better job this time. The white and orange variants in particular have these subtle patterns beneath the fiberglass back, which gives them a bit more character. Right now, if you press the button, it just brings up a basic interface. At the moment, the only things we can really access are Wi-Fi and GPS to get it powered up, so there's not much else to explore yet. That said, I'm really excited about the camera performance on this device. We've already had a brief look at the system during testing, but what I'm most curious about is how that 10x telephoto lens performs. This is the second generation single-lens true color system, and it looks promising. There's also what appears to be an infrared sensor, along with a laser autofocus module. You can actually spot it when the light hits it. There's also this small white dot on the back, and its exact purpose isn't fully clear yet. My guess is that it might be used as a reference point for attaching the camera kit. As for the overall design, that pretty much covers it. The flash has been moved to the outside this time, and it looks like a dual-tone unit with adjustable brightness, which has kind of become a signature feature for OPPO devices. You'll also notice the lens setup itself is quite deep. And that's it for this quick look at the design. Thanks for watching. I'll be sharing a full in-depth review right after the official launch on April 21st. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe and be part of the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.